welcome to Center Heist Productions. Unfortunately, please first hit the likes and subscribes down below in your right hand corner. Sorry that this is taking a while to get this video out. Struggling through some software issues. Anyway, this is a review and a few discussions on the 7-2 blowout when the Rangers came in Tuesday night. And we had our greats from the 70s being honored, and it was just an utter disgrace on the ice. And I had to agree with Serge Savard when he said thank you to the fans, and that he was proud to be a part of the best team ever assembled. I totally agree. I've seen the hockey from then and now till now. It doesn't compare. Teams had more upper echelon players because it's more watered down now because there's too many teams. So you tend to get a lot of players that back in the day wouldn't have even made the NHL. So it's a different thing. Anyway, this was a total disgrace and honor them. You would have thought these guys could have got up for this game. They didn't. This has gone on for a while when there's great being honored. I don't know what it is. Anyway, Rangers came up with 4 goals in the first period. First 2 shots were goals. First goal, I think it was Savard and Anderson standing around, not knowing who to pick up, and can't leave Zibanejad there. And then the second goal was a mess up between Mailloux and Struble, and they both should have skated full tilt and not just thought the icing was going to be called. They were beat to the puck, but Mailloux was closer to the guys, so with the lack of communication, Struble was alone on the other side. He should have collapsed and went to the front of the net to get the man in front. Didn't do so. So anyway, and then the third goal, Lane Hudson gets stripped the puck and break away because he was stripped the puck at the blue line. So they score again, the third goal. And then they scored a fourth goal, I believe, on the power play. Anyway, so Montembeault was chased from the net. He played horrible. 4 goals on 10 shots, just horrific. And Primo did play better and faced many more shots, but he still didn't look great. So we're in trouble if we think this two. I still say this tandem will not be the tandem when we're ready to start winning. So, Philip Seidel scored 2 goals on the power play. Mike Zibanejad got a goal. Brzezinski got a goal. Smith got a goal. Snyder got a goal. Shesterkin stopped 21, and he wasn't even at his best. And thank God Suzuki was waking up in this game, so his offense came through as he got set up by Anderson and Savard. On the first goal with Anderson putting it right out in front from behind the net. He drilled it in from that point and wasted no time, which was good. He got a goal in the second period at 5:35, I believe it was. Into the second period, we had a power play, and Doc started the play, sent it to Matheson sent it to Suzuki again. And Suzuki undressed Shesterkin, which was quite a highlight real goal. So first star was Seidel, who had 2 goals and assists. Panarin had an assist, and with the second star, Suzuki, who had 2 goals. So the scoring summary was 54 seconds in, Zibanejad assisted by Fox and Panarin. 2:05 Brozniak assisted by Enstrom, who won the icing race, assisted by Snyder. 6:40 Riley Smith stripped Lane Hudson. 11:05 the Rangers had a power play. Riley Smith and Kako assisted Seidel. And then 12:52 Nick Suzuki assisted by Anderson and Savard. Second period, 5:35 Montreal power play, which that's the one bright spot that we're getting a power play goal a game, it seems. Nick Suzuki assisted by Matheson and Doc on the power play. Then 8:57 Braden Snyder scores, assisted by Sayo. And Kako, you have to forgive me, I've been working on trying to get the bugs out of the system all week, so I'm a little exhausted. Yeah, it's just trying to find out what the glitch is. Anyway, third period, Philip Seidel scores at 15:41, assisted by Cooley and Carrick. And 16-19 Kako, assisted by Cooley and Mancini. And pretty much they each got a goal on the power play. Hits were 21-18 for the Canadians. Shots were outrageous, 45-23, and that's going to come to an end for the Rangers. And I'm not going to go the rest of the way into. We did win the faceoffs, 27-24, and yeah, pretty much at that. It was a horrific showing to represent and to try to honor your rights to at least play respectful. They didn't. It was a disgrace, and there's big issues here. And they got St. Louis and Philly next. Shall be interesting. But let's get a couple things out of the way first. The Barron hit. I know there's been a lot of controversy over that hit. It was late in the game. Rangers already had us. That was the only problem I had with it, was the timing of the hit. Otherwise, sorry, Habs fans, you need to quiet down. If that had been Jack-Eye hitting somebody, would have been all jumping up and down. That was a clean hit. Trouba's known for it. Barron turned his head, and his head seemed to be kind of down or going down. And the elbow was down on Trouba. His shoulder contacted the chest and slid upwards into the face area. But it was the bouncing of the head off the ice that I think was the worst part for concussion. I'm sure he's got a concussion. However, we have seen him practicing, and I will be doing a tape on the St. Louis game because I just watched that, and thank goodness that turned out better. But yeah, I just want to put that to rest. There was no need of a suspension. It was a clean hit. It's what hockey's about. Bottom dollar. Barron just has to be aware of that. You got to keep your head up. It just reminded me of how Slav was playing 2 years ago when he kept getting caught with his head down. So I do hope that Barron is okay and recovers well. But he's got to do better than that. And yeah, so disgraceful. And I just didn't like the interview with Marty St. Louis prior to the game. Him telling the media he was saying that he's seen progress in the defensive system, and I'm thinking I like Marty a lot. And let's understand, Marty, there's no reason for his job to be threatened. However, on that statement, I think he had bad water, something in his water, or rose-colored glasses, or it's pride, because he introduced the system, and it's his baby, and it's not working. But when something's not working, and you're 7 games into the season, and you're playing this poorly, it's got to change, because no one understands. Either the players are all running around with their heads cut off and don't know who to cover. That's got to change. So he's got to step that aside. I think they need to bring a defensive consultant in to even help the coaches learn whatever system is implemented so they can train it. Also help train the players to it as well themselves, getting used to it, because this is not working. So get a specialist in. That's why there will be a tape coming up, but it'll probably be after the St. Louis game. Because I'm so backed up here because of this glitch. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this tape. Lots to come due to Game 7. Like I say, I have to make a special tape, but it's going to have to be after the Blues game or after the Flyers game, because they got the Flyers too. Forgot about that. That's a back-to-back, so it's probably going to have to be done after that. somewhere within there. But yeah, no, disgrace, total disgusting, and what my problem is the effort, and I don't like the attitude I'm sensing that they still think they can just make mistakes and not put 100% in. That's the vibe I get. So that's got to be nipped in the butt. The only good thing I do that is good is they're sticking up for each other. That's a good thing. And for Arbor he needs to calm down. Kudos to Mike Matheson. He went after Trouba immediately, and good on Trouba for accepting it and getting it over with. He didn't waste time. He owned it, knew he had to deal with it, and he did. And that's why the Arborjack guy comment he doesn't need to go making that comment because nothing would have been different. And Trouba's already answered for it. So now the penalty was a little high and excessive that the referees gave out, throwing Matheson in the game. That's been something ongoing, and it's getting ridiculous that misconducts are all it had to be was each guy 5 minutes and him get an instigator on top of it 2 minutes. But the way they're doing it, it's overkill. But anyway, other than that, clean hit, and they did rule right on the ice, and a suspension was not deemed necessary, and it shouldn't have been. It was a clean hit, so we need to get over stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll be coming back with more discussion on other things. So thank you for joining me. We'll catch you after the St. Louis game, and like I said, forgive me for not being able to get it out. I've been working on it continually since Tuesday night, and 3 different computers here, and it's within the software, it's evident. So bear with me. We're working on it. That's why you're going to notice the quality is a little different on this one visually. I'm trying the laptop right now. So thank you for joining me. You've seen it here at Center Heights Productions. Please hit the like, subscribe. Don't leave without doing that. Aid the channel as we have a good integral channel here. We don't work off of clickbait or rumor. We sometimes have to respond to rumor. So thank you for joining me. We'll catch you next game after the Blues game. God bless.